Okay, so this video is going to be about how my e-commerce brand went viral on the short form platforms, so TikTok and Instagram Reels. This video is not going to be a one size fits all. It's basically just going to tell you what I did that made it super easy for me to actually create the inputs that had the potential to create the outputs. It's not easy to go viral on short form, and it's especially not as easy as it was when I started doing this. But I think that this system is basically the best chance that you have of quickly and efficiently trying to make an e-commerce brand pop off on organic. So I'm just going to give you some proof. I don't have all of the necessary proof to prove this. I don't really give a shit if you believe me. But I basically have a bunch of TikTok sort of screenshots here of the analytics from the account that I was running these videos on. You can see that in the beginning, it was quite low, only 200k views. And then you can sort of see it pick up. So we got last 60 days, we hit 1.7 mil. And then eventually we got to the point in June where we were getting like 4 million views a week, which was insane. And we actually moved in September from a Squarespace website to a Shopify website. So I couldn't get the numbers from inside the Squarespace account. I'm not sure exactly what revenue we would have done on this store over a few months, but maybe around 30 or 40k. And you can see all the screenshots. This is about, you can see here, this is only about an hour and we had 5 orders come in, all from organic. And then you can see in September that, the 3 months leading into September, we hit 17 million views. And then the first week of September, we still hit 4 mil, which was 50% less than the week prior, which means we would have got 8 mil views in the last week of August. And then you can see here our September to December numbers as well. So we did about 72k in revenue with about 52,000 store sessions. And this included paid traffic as well, which I'm going to get into after this. But this is pretty much all the proof I can give you to, if you don't believe me, then I don't care. But yeah, so that's basically how the timeline went. Very sort of low views in the beginning, obviously still all right, but really picked up on especially Instagram Reels later on. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did to do this. So the first thing with your filming strategy is when you're actually creating the content that you're going to be making for your e-commerce brand, your clips have to be easy to film and they have to be highly unique. So what that means is not only do you have to be efficiently filming content, but every clip that you film has to be unique and different so that you can cut them up and make them look like unique videos. If you film the same 10 clips and just re-edit them in different orders, people are not going to watch that content because they're going to see it once and then as soon as they see it again, they're going to skip past it. So in order to have a good filming strategy, you have to make it efficient, but it also needs to be high quality and there has to be a lot of unique videos so that you can create unique content from that. So my filming strategy was basically to maximize the amount of content production that I could actually do. So the best way that I found to do this was basically every time that you are going to film, you're going to film in a different location. So you're going to film in your house one time, film in parents' house another time, film in a friend's house another time. So each of these film locations is a different time. And by time, I just mean it's a different day of filming. And every time you go to someone's house, you're going to film your product videos in separate rooms. So you're going to have room 1, room 2, room 3. Some of these arrows aren't here for some reason. Room 1, room 2. So each time you're doing a film day, you're filming in separate locations within that same location. So inside an office, maybe a bathroom, and then maybe a lounge room or something like that. And each of these rooms, you're going to get at least 24 clips. And what this is going to mean is every time you go to a film location, you're able to maximize the amount of clips that you're getting, because when you film in different locations, the clips look different from each other. If you're trying to go viral on organic, you need a lot of different clips, different lighting, different locations, so that it looks like you're churning out content that could have been produced by other people and in different places or different countries potentially that you're producing as well. It makes it look way more legit. If you only go to a film location and you film in one place, all of the clips are going to look the same. So once you've used them all up, it's very difficult to make clips. If you're using multiple film locations, you can use this film location and mix them with clips from here, from this room, and it makes it look super different, and it makes it look like the clips are coming from super different film sessions. So this basically ensures that you're going to have a lot of different clips, which later when you're actually creating the content, which I'll show you, is going to make a big difference overall. The notes for success for filming, you can screenshot this just to have by you when you're actually doing the filming, but every day make sure it's well lit when you're going to each location. Don't go on a cloudy day. Film in 1080p, 30 FPS. It's just the best filming settings. Make sure the focus of the shot is in the middle of the video. This is because when you run the content as an ad on Facebook and Instagram, the feed placements are in a 4x5 placement, meaning that the top and the bottom of the video will get cut out. So when you're scaling and you eventually want to use content as ads, you need the content to fit into the middle of that barrier on Facebook. So make sure the shot is in the middle, even though the bottom and the top does still have some extra space. It'll just make it easier for ads. It's better to record too much content than too little. That's why I've literally said record a minimum of 24 clips in every room of each location, because you're going to need a lot of content in order to have a good chance of going viral. And you don't want to keep going back and forth filming and then editing content. You want to film in big batches, and then you have a month's worth of content that you can edit and chop up. And then record the videos longer than necessary. This means that if you're filming like a panoramic video, or you're filming some kind of shot of the item being used, you want the clip to be longer than necessary, because you can't extend the clip, and you can chop up parts of the clip and make it more interesting and engaging. But if you only record short clips, if there's anything wrong with the video at all, like there's some background noise or there's like a bump in the camera, like you knock the camera or something, that clip's wrecked. Whereas if you record a 15-second video, you can cut out a few seconds here and there. So when you're filming, make sure you follow these guidelines, screenshot this, and just have it with you when you actually go to each location to film. This is going to give you the highest chance of actually having an efficient content machine. You can quickly produce content, and then you don't have to produce content for a while. You only film, 1, 2, or 3 days a month, and then you don't have to go back because you've got a shit ton of clips. There's like 100 clips probably that you can get out of these, this strategy particularly. Okay, so testing strategy. Now, a lot of people say you just need volume. This is not true. You need volume and you need quality. In the beginning, you're not going to be very good at producing organic content. And even if you have some experience, unless you've gone viral before, it's probably unlikely that you're very good at making content. I was terrible at making content. It took me 100 videos before I even got to that point where I had a video get around 80 to 100,000 views, which 100 videos I think is still actually not that bad. A lot of people can go viral in their first 5 to 10 videos, but you need to be comfortable with the fact that you're probably not going to go viral for at least 100 videos, and that's 100 unique videos. So just, if you accept that, it's a lot easier to stay motivated when you're producing content and when you're posting. If you think you're going to go viral in the first 20 videos, you're going to stop after 15 because you're just going to be disappointed. So yeah, just remember you will suck, so try everything. The first thing that I would say about producing content in the beginning is that all of the videos need to be 100% unique. And I don't mean that you can't copy people. I mean that when you post a video, since you don't know what's going to work, don't just keep making small variations of the same video. You need to try very different things. You need to try very different concepts, very different formats, very different length videos. You need to try very different videos because you have no idea what works. Only when you know what works is when you start producing similar type of content and you find your niche of content. So what I'd recommend is copy other accounts, concepts, and videos first. So just straight up copy or put a little spin on it. But you can see here that every video that you're posting, and you can extend this even further than 9 because you're going to post 100 times, every video is different. It's not the same video with different captions. It's not the same marketing angle, but a different clip. You're trying very unique concepts every single time. So you're posting POV video, you're posting a super ADHD jump cut video, you're posting a long video that's got a slow voiceover. You get the point that all of these are very different concepts, because until you know something works, you can't iterate. You need to just try extremely different types of content. Now you can see here that we've got a yellow, a green, and a yellow box here for the concepts and the videos. Basically, a yellow video is a video that got quite a bit of views or did better than most of the other videos, but it didn't really convert into a purchase or a sale on your website. You didn't see a big spike in traffic. And a green concept is a concept or video that has generated a sale and generated you a lot of sessions. What you're going to do is after you've posted a bunch of unique videos, you'll start having some small successes and you might even have a video go viral, right? What you're going to do is you're then going to make iterations of those videos. So you can see here, we've made an iteration of concept 4. We've got 4A, 4B, and 4C. 4B did about as well as the original, and then 4A went viral. So this is what you're going to do to create your concepts. And these arrows are basically just going to keep duplicating over and over again. So every time you have a video that works, you make an iteration, or you make a couple iterations rather. So, this video did okay. So we're going to make 3 iterations and then we're going to post them. This is how you're going to find winners, and you're going to find your content style that works, because every e-commerce brand is different. Not one concept won't work for everyone. So you're going to need to try and test a lot. As soon as you find something that kind of works, you iterate, and that's when you start doing your, re-edits, just changing the hook, just changing a few clips, and that's going to make you able to edit and produce content much faster and get results. You can see here in this one, concept 9 did okay, and then we did 3 iterations and we got no results. So that's very common. Sometimes a video will just get some views for no reason, but when you iterate, it doesn't work. So that's what I'd recommend. Basically, after you get past 100 videos, this is what you're going to be doing. You're just going to take the videos that have kind of worked and then iterate and just keep doing that over and over again to produce content. Notes for success for testing. You can screenshot this as well. I'll just pause it here for a sec, but you must post multiple times per day, leaving 2 hours between posts. A lot of this is sort of like astrology. I don't really know how much this actually matters, but I do think leaving a bit of time between posting is very important, at least an hour or 2, just because I think it can kind of flag your account as being spammy if you are posting 100 times a day. So I would post multiple times per day, but leave a few hours in between each post. Constantly scroll and look at what's getting views, and then use your own analytics to figure out which videos you should try and iterate on. Obviously, you need to be paying attention to this. If a video has a high retention rate for the first 3 to 5 seconds, write the hook down in your notes to reuse later. You can just put this hook in front of another video and test the hook again and see if it has a good retention rate. Retention is a very good metric to look at. If your first 7 seconds of a video has high retention, write down that, hey, I did this for the first 7 seconds and had a 75-80% retention. You should probably keep that in mind when you're making content. Read comments to get video ideas, and then responding to comments on TikTok is a very good way to just get free content. So if someone asks a question, you just make a video response to that. Super easy. And people can give you a lot of comment ideas or a lot of video ideas through their comment, because if someone were to say, hey, they tag a friend and then they say, hey, I'd love to do this for, this person's birthday, that a mutual friend that they have, that can now give you an angle to make a video about, hey, this would be great for a friend's birthday. So use comments to get video ideas, because you'll run out of them very quickly. Cross-post across all platforms. Instagram Reels and TikTok is the bare minimum, but add the music on the platform, not in CapCut. So I think it does make a difference. A lot of people say it doesn't matter, but I would always add the music when you're in the app. You can multiply your output by 3 if you reuse old videos and change the hook. Don't do this too often though. So I would only change the hook of a video maybe 2 or 3 times. Otherwise it becomes very repetitive, and people that follow you will unfollow you, and it will probably be bad for you overall in the algorithm, because people will get annoyed that you're just tricking them into watching the same video. So reuse a video that works, change the hook, but then only post it maybe 3 times, so 3 hook variations, and spread out the posting over a month. So you're not posting the same video 3 days in a row with a different hook. Just because something doesn't work once doesn't mean it won't work at all. So try concepts more than once, but change the captions and the hook. So yeah, if you try one sort of style of video and it doesn't work, it might be because it sucks, but it also could be just the hook isn't very engaging, but the rest of the video is. So it can be very good to try videos more than once. So in the early stages, you're trying new stuff every time, but after a while you run out of ideas. Just start going back through, try everything at least 2 or 3 times to make sure that, it is a dud idea. Follow similar pages to get a constant feed of inspiration, and always scroll your following list. The For You page is full of celebs and bullshit. So yeah, the For You page is very biased. It gives big creators to you for no reason, even though you're not interested in them. I only use it to find sounds. Like if people are using a sound, then the For You page is good. But I would just focus on following similar businesses that are also doing well, but they're not like a trending account. They're just getting good results because their content is good, and those are good people to get inspiration from. Okay, so the scaling strategy. So this is sort of the last stage. This doesn't have as much to do with organic, but obviously this is what you'll have been doing for a while. You're iterating, you're producing more videos, you're finding winners, you're iterating, you're producing more videos. What you want to do is you want to double down on your winners, but also don't forget to continue trying new concepts out, as your feed will dry up with your repetitive same video, same content over and over again. So you don't want to just post the same shit all the time. What I would do is every day you're going to post one proving winning creative type. So you're going to find probably 2 or 3 formats that work quite well for you and, consistently get decent views. Post one of them every day, but then 2 videos that you post every day are going to be different. So they're going to be new things that you're trying, new variations, old videos with new hooks that didn't work the first time. And this means you're going to be posting 3 times per day with one basically guaranteed decent video. But then you're also trying new stuff, because if you can get to the point where you have 5 or 6 formats that work, that's very good, because it means that almost every day you can post a unique video and you know that it's going to get good results. Filming is also going to come into play here, because you're going to need to film more clips as you start going viral, because you're going to run out of clips quite quickly. So there's sort of 2 ways to scale and to fix that problem. The first way is basically just using ads. So once you have a few proven creatives that are working quite well, simply just turn those videos into ads and then start running ads on Meta. This is super low friction, and if you're already getting a lot of sales and traffic from your organic, you should have the cash to be able to start running ads. And since you know that the content is engaging because people watch it without it getting shoved to them through a sponsored post, you know that they will watch it and it will probably convert on a paid advertisement as well. I would run ads on Meta and not on TikTok. TikTok, I've just not had good experiences with. This is just what I would do, and it's what I did to scale into December from those screenshots that you saw before. And then the second way is paying content creators. This is more so if you can't find success on ads, or you can't run ads for your product because it's a low ticket product, or for whatever reason you can't run ads, maybe your ad account's banned. What you should do instead is just pay content creators to produce clips for you, and then you can also produce clips because you'll know exactly what you want, and then you can also get content creators to do it. This is a lot cheaper, in my opinion, than running ads, but it's so much more unpredictable. So this is why I prefer to just run ads instead. But this way allows you to get fresh content all the time, and it doesn't mean that you need to constantly be re-editing your old clips. You can just pay people to do it for you. And if you have a good content plan, and by this point you'll be quite good at making content, you should be able to scale using this strategy pretty aggressively and build up your Instagram, build up your TikTok, and create a proper community around your brand. And you'll become an organic machine. But this only comes obviously from having a lot of experience scaling basically organic pages. So yeah, but this is basically my strategy for how I was able to scale up an e-commerce brand on organic. Like I said, it's kind of just broken down into filming, testing, and then scaling. But yeah, I hope this is useful. I hope this is useful to people that actually have a real business, as well as people that are trying to drop ship and that sort of thing. If you have any questions about, how I can help you potentially scale your ad accounts up or produce content or ads for your business, you can DM me on Instagram. But I hope you got some value out of this video, and yeah, thanks for watching.